Hello everybody, I'm just another gamer, and today I'll be sharing with you my updated PS4 collection, just over 200 games. I thought I'd make my mid-year video now, as I've got time. So thank you for joining in, and I'll get to it. So the first games I'll be showing are my East Asia Soft Play Asia collection, and I'll be showing them in alphabetical order, which is the way I like to keep my games. And the first game we've got here is Alchemic Jousts. I'll show you the back as well, so you can have a look at that. And the next game we've got here is the Bleed and Bleed 2 double pack from East Asia Soft. And I actually like the East Asia Soft and Play Asia games. I think they're actually really well done and really well packaged. I'm a big fan of them. The next one we have here is the first one that they released on the PS4, which is Blue Rider. And yeah, this is when I first began buying all the East Asia Soft games, and I heard about Play Asia, and this was a very long time ago. And back in the day with these ones, they don't have the number of the... So these are limited copies, so the copy number from 2,000 copies, which one you've got. So if you look at another one here, you'll see that this one has a number, a sticker. So this is number 2047 of whatever amount they released of this game. But the original ones, the first ones, they didn't have them. So yeah, you would have to open the package in order to see what number you got. But the next one here is Caveman Warriors. And this is the number 2047 one that I showed just before. And the next one is the Coma recut, and I was actually really happy to get this one. And this one here is number 179, so that's a pretty low number. If you want to look at the front or rear covers more, just pause the video. I won't keep them there too long. And this is one I was really happy to get. A lot of people are upset that they missed out on this one, but I was really happy to get Castilla X or EX. And this is another one of those early edition ones that didn't have a number on the back of the box. Defenders of Ekron, that's another one. And that's number 1004. Next one is Dimension Drive, and this is probably one of my favorite covers of all the East Asia Soft games that they've released. I really love this cover, and it actually comes out a bit. It extrudes from the box art, and it's really nice to feel with your fingers. I really love this cover. Whoever did that did an amazing job. And the rear cover is just as nice. And that's number 1145. The next game is Ghost Blade HD. Another one of my favourite pickups from their series. And again, with this one, it didn't have the number at the back. But you did get this this card here, which is actually really cool, that had 3 of the characters and the little cardboard. Sort of like a card that you get with each game. Next game is One More Dungeon. And as you can tell, these are all still sealed. I haven't opened them, I haven't played them yet. I do want to at some point. I'm not the type of collector who just keeps games sealed for the hell of it. And this is number 669. The next game is Rive. And that's number 2398. That's a pretty high number. The next game is the blue version of Rive. So they released alternate versions, and I'm really glad that they stopped doing that, because I really hate when these companies release different cover variations of the games. Just if they want more money, release more copies, but don't release different covers. It forces collectors like myself to have to buy the different covers to have them all in our collection. You know, especially if you're trying to complete the whole PS4 library and all the variations, it's not the greatest thing. And this is number 838. The next game is Reviri, I believe it's called. This just came in a week ago, so I'm pretty happy to finally have it in. That's number 320. I'm looking forward to trying this one out, actually. It reminds me a little bit of Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon and that sort of thing. I don't know what the game's about, but yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that one. Next game is Semisphere. I haven't played that one yet either, so I don't know what the game is about. But I do want to get the whole collection of the East Asia Soft games, so I try and buy them all. That's number 1752. And I also have the blue version of it, which again, they did different cover variations of the same game, and yeah, I'm glad they got away from that. This one's number 447. The next game is Tachyon Project, and again with this one, I think the title extrudes a little bit from the box art, so it's really nice to feel with your fingers. And that's number 335. Really nice artwork, I like that. The next game is Unepic. Another game I'm looking forward to trying out. And this one's number 364. And on this one they didn't put the 0 in front of it. So can't remember if the limited numbers on this was below 1,000 or above. And the last game I've got at the moment that's here, because I've still got some games coming in the mail from them and other games pre-ordered, is Vesta. And this is another one that I'm looking forward to try out at some point when I have time. And this one's number 899. And looks pretty good. I still have a few East Asia Soft games that have to be shipped, others that are in the mail on their way. So yeah, I'm looking forward to those, and I'm also looking forward to Rainbow Skies and Rainbow Moon. So yeah, can't wait for those. This game is a Game Fairy purchase. Game Fairy is another website that sells some cheap, I believe they're indie games, but yeah, I'm really happy with this purchase. And that's Trulong, the Shadow Engine. And it comes with a little compass in the box as well. So I presume all their games come in these boxes. But I actually like the little touch of that. That's really cool and protects the game a bit more as well. And now, getting on to the mainline games. .hack.gu, last recode. So I've never played the .hack games, so I was really happy to get this. I was looking to buy them for the PS2, but some of them are pretty pricey, not as much as I'm willing to spend, so I'm glad they did the remaster with the first games in it as well. The next one is 2064 Read-Only Memories, and that's limited run games edition. So I don't know if anybody else released a version of it, but yeah, this is the one that they've done. And again, this is around the time when Limited Run was also doing this whole variation cover thing, which was really annoying, because for that game they released another 2 different covers. This is one of them, and this is the other. So in order to keep my collection as I like it, I had to get all 3. The next game, another limited run game, is Absolute Drift Zen Edition. I've seen this game on Steam. I haven't played it yet, but yeah, I wanted to get this one as well for the PS4. We've got Axel World vs Sword Art Online, and this one's the Australian copy. I do try to buy most of my games Australian copies, but unfortunately I can't get all of them Australian copies because I miss out on some, and by the time I want to buy them, they're either too pricey or they're yeah, not really able to find them anymore. So here's the Play Asia version, which is the Asian version with English subtitles. I had actually pre-ordered that one before the Australian version was announced, so I ended up getting both of them. And this Axis of Earth, I believe that's how it's called. That's another one here that I got off EB Games. I didn't know this game existed actually. I just found it through the going through their games one day, and I thought, oh, I'll give it a try. The next game is by Sodesco called Area. Yeah, I got into collecting the Sodesco games last year, and they actually produced some really good games, and this one came with a pack of cards. So this little pack of cards as well, which is pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that. Next one is Akiba's Beat. I do collect a lot of anime and JRPGs. I like collecting those types of games. So anything that's got an anime theme or JRPG theme or any RPG, I'll collect. Next one is Akiba's Trip. Anima Gate of Memories, another game I found on the EB Games bargain bin. I got this one for, I think it was $8. So yeah, it was a pretty cool find. Origami. I don't know much about this game, I haven't played it yet, but I didn't have it in the collection, it was cheap at the time, so I bought it. Ark Survival Evolved, another game I play. I haven't played it yet, and the only reason I got it was to have it in the collection. I do want to try it at some point, but I've just been playing so many other survival games like 7 Days to Die and other games on the PC that I I haven't gotten into this one yet, and I'm not a big fan of PvP MMOs. Gallant. So this one I got from EB Games for $4 during the EB Games sale about a month ago. Arslan, the Warriors of Legend, or Arslan, sorry, there's no D at the end. That's another one I found at EB Games. As Divine Hearts, which is another limited run games edition. And this one I was really happy to get because I like collecting anything RPG related. And yes, I am collecting their Switch games as well. I'm trying to keep up with those because I came late to the PS4 LRG party. I didn't know they existed until they were quite in the game range. So I missed out on quite a few, like Oddworld and Shantae and Skullgirls. So Assassin's Creed Black Flag, one of my favourite Assassin's Creed games. I wasn't a big fan of the series until this one, and I love Origins as well. I've been playing that recently, so I'm trying to finish that one off. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and as you notice I said Assassin's Creed Origins, but you don't see the game. It's because I've got it on the Xbox One. It came with the console. I haven't yet bought it for the PS4, but I do want to. I haven't played Syndicate yet, so if you guys think it's a good game, let me know. So Assassin's Creed Unity, and another game I haven't played, mainly because so much bad was being said about this game on release. It was just like too many problems with the servers and too many problems with people online being able to play and stay connected, so I never got into it. Assetto Corsa. This is a racing game that was originally released on the PC on Steam by Kuno's Simulangioni, and they're an Italian developer who were well known for a game called Netcar Pro and a Ferrari challenge game that they did alongside Ferrari. This is a really good game on PC. The console version I'm not a big fan of. I think they've it just feels different in the physics. So if you're going to play that game, I would recommend playing it on the PC. As for this one, Asteroid, this is one of the games I missed out on LRG, but I was able to find it on Facebook and buy it there through one of the sales groups. So I'm pretty happy to have this one because I love the cover on this game and I love the back of this game as well. One of my favourite covers, and I'm looking forward to actually playing this game all the way through. Atelier Firis. I'm a big fan of the Atelier Firis games. Of the Atelier games. I've got all of them, from Atelier Iris on PS2 and Atelier Marie and Ellie on PS1. The Japanese versions, because they didn't have them in English. So yeah, I really like this series of games. I'm looking forward to the next ones they make. I don't have I think it's Lydie and Suelle. I don't have that one yet, but I will be getting it soon. Atelier Sophie, again, it's an Atelier game. It's without question I'll buy it. And I know some people don't like some of the games, they like others, prefer one or the other. I don't really care. I just care about the experience and the storyline of each one. And you know, all games have bugs and all games have issues. The main thing is just the experience for me. Avon Colony. Now this is one of my favourite city building games ever made. And I thought the PS4 version would probably be, not so good control-wise, but I have to admit they've done a really good job with the controls and everything. This is one of the games I always recommend anybody who likes city building games. Get this. Forget Skylines, City Skylines and stuff. That's City Skylines is based on real world, our world, humans and so on. And so is Avon Colony, but in Avon Colony you're more of a in another world, trying to rebuild human colonies and more of a futuristic style than a modern style that City Skylines has, and I just prefer this so much more. Batman Arkham Knight. I do need to get the other games as well, but really good games. Some of the best fighting mechanics, in these. I think it actually looks like they used the same mechanics as these games in the new Spider-Man game that's coming out that was shown in E3. So yeah, the gameplay of Spider-Man, even though I'm not a big fan, looks actually interesting, so I will be trying that game out as well. Battleborn. I only picked this up for $4, so I got it just to have it in the collection. I'm not a Battleborn fan. I don't play the game, so yeah, it was just mainly for the collection. Battlefield 4. I've seen the new Battlefield games, like Battlefield, Battlefield 5, is it? The new one that they showed at E3. So that looks good. I haven't really actually sat down to play these. I'm not a big fan of first-person shooters on console because I'm not good at them with the analog controller. I'm more of a PC with mouse and keyboard when it comes to first-person shooters. But yeah, I do need to try them out at some point, give them a fair go. This is an interesting one I found, BERSERK and the Band of the Hawk. This is a pretty interesting game, and I found this at EB Games. It's pre-owned, and the disc was perfect, immaculate, so I bought it because I typically don't buy pre-owned games unless the discs are spotless, and yeah, it's just another anime type one that I didn't know about. That was a pretty cool find. Sorry about that. So Blaze Blue, and this is the Central Fiction version of the game. So that's the second game, I believe, that came out. Fine game. My son actually likes these games a lot. We've played a bit online on the PC version, but it's too laggy and too problematic with the trying to play online. Their servers are pretty crap. Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma Extend. So that's the first game. The storyline's pretty interesting in this. I'm always big for storyline in games, which is why I like RPGs and games that provide a storyline. Blue Reflection. So another one I really want to play. I had to import this one because there isn't an Australian version of this game to my knowledge. I couldn't find one at least, so yeah, I got this from the UK. Another limited one edition, and this is Broken Age. That comes in a little holder thing. Sorry. The back of the game, and the back of the holder is the same as well. It's just a little extra protection. I actually like this. Burnout Paradise Remastered. I wasn't a big fan of this game when it first came out. On the... was it the PS3? I believe it was when this game came out. So yeah, I didn't really get into it as much, but I've been playing the PS4 version and I've been enjoying it a lot more. I'm not sure why, but I have been. Courageous Blaze, yep, that's the limited one edition of it, because you can get this game at PlayAsia, but it's not the limited one version. So another anime game that I just wanted to have. Chariot, which is another limited one games edition. Child of Light. This I bought online from JB Hi-Fi. It was my first and my last purchase from JB Hi-Fi, because whoever packed this to ship it to me ended up shoving it in a small padded envelope, which, as you can see, damaged the box and also bent this this top part upwards. And yeah, when you have that type of packing service, there's no point coming back there to buy. I actually hate it when people do that, when you've got someone working in a shop who knows what they're sending you and they're just shoving a padded envelope and ship it to you. You know, it should be better. But yeah, here's the next one, the remake of Constructor. I was really excited about this game when I heard about it, because I played this a lot on the PS1, and it really shit me when they decided to create a new version of it, a full version of the game, that will have more content on it and you'll have to pay for it. So the people who bought this version of the game won't get all the new content or the fixes that the new version will get. So I think that's a pretty shitty deal, and that's probably why they've gotten a lot of flack from the community about it. But you know, that's developers for you. And I just noticed one of my games isn't in alphabetical order, so I've just fixed that. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, that should have been earlier in the list, but here we go. So this one is one that I have played a little bit, not a lot though. My friends play this more than I do, and it's a good game. I love watching them play it. It's pretty fun to actually watch them run around and you know, just play the different modes in the game and the different maps and looking at the graphics. But yeah, it's not my style of game. The next game is Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Haven't played it yet, but I have played the originals. I wanted this because my son, he loves Crash Bandicoot and he plays his copy of it. He's already finished the game, so yeah, he's a big fan of it, and I do want to try them out at some point, see what they're like. Crawl, another limited one edition. The Crew. This was surprisingly good. I actually like this game quite a bit. I think they did a really good job with this game, and I'm looking forward to the second game. So this one is called Kreuzler S. I say it's S because it's the Greek S, and I am Greek, so I hate it when people use the Greek S as an E. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. But I'd say it's Kreuzler S. This one is a limited run games release. And of course it's an anime game, so I had to buy it. Cyber Dimension Neptunia, Four Goddesses Online. I'm a big fan of the Neptune games. I've been collecting them since the original PS3, and I've also got the limited editions of this as well, which I'll show in just a second. I've played a little bit of this, but I haven't put the time and effort in finishing it. And here you can see I've got the PS3 versions of the first game, the second game, and then also the Victory. So this here is the Australian release of the limited edition of the game, and yes, it's still sealed. I haven't opened it, and it is thicker than the Japanese version, so it's kind of curious what is different inside. And this is the Japanese version of it. The colours are a little bit more brighter in the Japanese version. The Australian version, or the PAL region, seems really dulled down. But I love the back of this. Compared to the Western version, they actually have, you know, a back cover with the characters, some information. The one that you saw before, it was just blank. It was really, you know, for a limited edition box, it was really plain and bland in the rear. Next game, Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls. The reason why I have this in D is because the name is Danganronpa. You know, that's the first part of the name. So, yeah. So that's why I have it in D. Another anime game, so I had to get it. Darksiders, the War Mastered Edition. I'm a big fan of this game. I love the Xbox 360 version of this, and so I had to get the new one on PS4. I haven't played it all the way through, even with all these years that have gone by, so I'm glad I got on the PS4 because now I'll actually play it. Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition, or Definitive Edition, sorry. And that's another one that I want to play as well. This next one is a Play Asia one that I bought. This is the Asian version with English subtitles. So Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Fortune. And it was really hard to get this because at the time it was sold out everywhere. And it took about 3 months before Play Asia had more copies again, and I was able to buy it. So I'm pretty happy to get this. Deception 4, another anime game. Demon Gaze 2. Diablo 3. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. My son is a big fan of the Digimon games ever since the PS1 days, so I had to get these. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. Digimon World Next Order. I actually prefer this one over the other Digimon games. Disgaea 5. This is the day 1 edition, I believe. Dishonored. Dishonored 2. Dissidia Final Fantasy. The Steelbook Edition. I still haven't played this, I just haven't had time to get to it. I do want to though. Double Dragon 4, which is another limited 1 games edition. Dragon Age Inquisition. Dragon Quest Builders. Surprisingly fun game. I am actually enjoying this game as well. Dragon Quest Heroes, because Dragon Quest, why not? I'm a fan of the Dragon Quest series, so yeah. Dragon Quest Heroes 2. Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Dreamfall Chapters. I actually bought this game because I saw Radical Reggie had recommended this game, and this is one of his favourite games that he had mentioned in a video. So I went looking for it, and I still have yet to play it. I do still need to play it. He did tell me that there was another game that I had to play before this, I believe. I need to check which one that was again, because I've forgotten. I'll get to these games someday, one of these lifetimes. Drive Club, one of the racing games on the PS4 that I hate. I just don't get this game. Don't understand, why everything was built the way it was. The menu was so confusing. What you had to do was confusing. It's one of those driving games that shouldn't have been. Dynasty Warriors Dynasty Warriors 9, Steelbook Edition. Earth Defense Force 4.1. I have to get through these a bit quicker because we're 40 minutes in and we're only on ease. I may have to make more videos. So, Earth Storm. The Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim. How many of you were excited to see the Bethesda video for Elder Scrolls 6? So many people had such crazy reactions over that. Ether, or Ether 1, I believe, yeah. Another Tedesco game. This one's a pre-owned one that I got at EB Games. I just found it there one day and, yeah, forgot to take the label off. Exist Archive. Fairy Fencer F, Advent Dark Force, another anime game. Fallen Region, this one's another limited one games edition. Fallout 4. I'm not a big fan of the Fallout 4 game. I played New Vegas for a bit, but yeah, I'm not big on the worlds. Far Cry 4 Limited Edition. Far Cry Primal. Fate Exterra, the Umbral Star. I've also got the limited edition of this, which I'll show in just a second. So this is the limited edition box for it. Love the cover on this. On the back, just having the characters there, really awesome. Sorry about the light. FIFA 17. This focus, there we go. So FIFA 17. I don't have the other ones. I do need to get them, just have them in the library, because I am trying to do a PS4 complete library, which will never happen, but anyway. But yeah, I do like my soccer games every now and then, having some sports games. It just provides something different and a change of pace when you're constantly playing the same genres over and over again. Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, because Final Fantasy. You can't be an RPG gamer and not have Final Fantasy games in your collection. I guess you can, but then you're not an RPG gamer. In my opinion. Anyway. Final Fantasy X and X2, which is 10 and 10.2 HD. Not my favourite Final Fantasy, but a really good Final Fantasy to play if you've never played them before. Final Fantasy 8 is still my favourite. Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. Final Fantasy 15 Day 1 Edition. I only bought this because I wanted this specific cover, the standard case. I originally bought the Final Fantasy PS4 that came with the deluxe edition of the game, which is this one here. And I don't like steelbooks. I don't mind this one because it has the name on the side of the steelbook, but there's a few games that you'll see in my collection that don't have the name on the steelbook. I mean, you're paying so much more money for a steelbook edition or limited edition, and the company is too lazy to add the title of the game on the spine of the steelbook. That really pisses me off. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of steelbooks. If I get them, I usually try and get the standard edition of the game when it goes in the bargain bin. The Flame in the Flood, another limited 1 games edition. Fury Definitive Edition, which is another limited 1 games. One that I've actually opened and tried. So yeah. Galgun Double Piece. Yep, we all know about this game. We all know about the Day 1 DLC. Nope, I don't have it. Because, yeah, I'm not really... I haven't really played this game, haven't really tried it out yet. I do know what it's about, so... But yeah, got so many other games to finish playing. I have to take them in order. Game of Thrones. I've yet to play any of the Telltale Games series, but I do buy them because I've seen a few videos on YouTube of other gamers playing them, and they do actually look good. This is a Sodesco game that I found, which is pretty interesting. I didn't know it existed, and I love the cover on this, and I do want to play this game at some point. The Girl and the Robot. It looks like a fun little game and an interesting story, so yeah, if you don't have this, definitely pick it up and give it a try. Support Sodesco. God Era 2 Rage Burst. This really annoys me too, because I really hope that they release the first game on the PS4 as well. I hate it when a series releases a game in their franchise for the PS4, but all the previous games are not available on the console, or even the previous console. Some of the games you have to go on handheld to play them, and that's yeah, I hate it when companies do that, especially like PS Vita exclusives that don't come on the PS4, or even PS4 exclusives that don't go on the PS Vita. You know, when you're on the same console manufacturer and they release the game on their handheld and not the home console, it really annoys me, because some of those handheld games are awesome, and I'd love to be able to play them on a bigger screen. God of War 3 Remastered. I'd love to play them on the bigger screen because my eyesight isn't, you know, that great, and to miss out on so many great games because they're only exclusive to the Vita, it really grinds my gears. Grand Kingdom. Grand Theft Auto 5. I haven't played this much. I only played the first couple missions here or there. Vice City is still my favourite Grand Theft Auto game. It's okay, but yeah, I'm not into the online stuff in these types of games. I just prefer the single player experience, but I love driving around the world, but aside from that, the storyline and the missions don't interest me in this one. Gran Turismo Sport by Polyphony. Wasn't a big fan of this game when it first came out. They did the patch where they added the championships, which has made it better because that's what I was used to with Gran Turismo, but still not enough in my opinion. And the other thing, one of the still cases I hate because, oh look, pay us $190 for a limited edition game that doesn't have a title on the bloody spine. Yeah, thank you, Polyphony. This one is Gravity Rush Remastered. Heard about this game online when it was announced and definitely wanted to get it. I haven't played the Gravity Rush games before, so yeah, it was one of those games that just needed to be in my library. And Gravity Rush 2. Guacamelee. So I got this one online from, I forget the website that actually did these. Let me just check in the back here. I know it says Drinkbox Studios, but that's not the site that actually sold the game. So I'd have to find that out and let you guys know. But yeah. Guns Going Cannoli. So pretty happy to get the physical of this, or at least my son was, because I really wanted this. And in this game, what happened was they sent them out, and there was a misprint of the number is supposed to be here for which number that you've got out of all the copies that were made. And so they eventually, what they did was they actually sent 3 replacements to everybody, which have the actual numbers, my one being 549. And basically I won't open it up to put this in because I like to have it with the defect. Even if I open the game to play it at some stage, I won't put the other cover in. I'll just keep it separate. Oh, and there's the back cover, just to show that as well. Which I just realised I already had it on the back cover, but never mind. Like I said, I'm not perfect on YouTube videos, I'm still learning. So anyway, Has Been Heroes. I got this on the Switch as well. Came with the console. When I got it, it was a bundle thing that EB Games was doing. Haven't played it yet on either console. And of course, Hatsune Miku Project Diva X. This is from Play Asia, and this is the American version. Hidden Agenda. Didn't know this game existed, don't know what it's about. I was flicking through the games at EB one day and saw it, and yeah, I ended up buying it. It was pretty cheap, it was only $12 on special, I believe, so yeah. Horizon Zero Dawn, awesome game. Haven't played it all the way through, but I really want to. I'm just waiting until I get the complete edition version. I got this back when it first came out, so yeah, since I haven't finished it, I'm waiting to get the complete edition and play it all together in one go. There's the back. And this one here is the Idol Master, which I imported from Japan. A fan of anime games. I haven't played the Idol Master games yet. I know what they're about, but I just haven't played them. I know the anime exists as well, but I haven't watched it yet. But yeah, it's one of those games that I wanted to have in the library. I do want to get the other one too, which is this one's Platinum Stars. There's also another one. Oh, I forget the name right now, but yeah, it's need to get that as well. Thankfully, I have friends in Japan who help me out with the games over there that I need, so I'm not paying a ton of money on eBay. Infamous First Light. And Infamous Second Son. Injustice, Gods Among Us. Jotun, Valhalla Edition. I've got this on Steam, so I didn't feel the need to open it. And this is another limited one games edition. Just Cause 3. Now this is the collector's edition that comes in the big box, and you get this harpoon thing with it as well. The box is too big to show here at the moment, so I won't show that. Killzone Shadowfall. Haven't played it, but everybody tells me it's a really good game and that I should try it out, so I bought it. I found it $5 at EB Games in the bargain bin one day, so yeah, it was worth the $5. Knack. Never played it, but another one of those that I got for $4 in the bargain bin. So yeah, just wanted to have it. Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris. This was a trade that I did with another person on Facebook. One of the few people that you can actually trust to trade games with and not expect them to screw you over like some people do. So yeah, thanks for that. I was really happy to get this one and a few of the other games that I got off the guy. So yeah, it was a good trade. The Last Guardian. The Last of Us Remastered. Haven't played it yet because my son wants me to wait until we're all together and we can play it together. He's in America at the moment. LICHDOM BATTLEMAGE. I got this for $4 in an EB sale. You know, a lot of people complain about EB games, but I live out in the country, so I don't have a lot of options other than online and EB games. So I do buy a lot of stuff from EB Games, but I know the manager and the other people who work in there, so they're always really nice and they always help me out. And because they know I'm a collector, they always make sure that if they can, they bring the games for me sealed. So I'm always getting my games sealed from EB, not opened. At least my pre-orders, not any games they've got in stock. And yeah, so always happy to buy from them because they always look after me and the games are great and I get them at great prices too. They do a lot of good sales. You just have to know when to buy with EB Games. You know, you wait for their sales and you can get some really awesome deals. Lily, which is the limited edition, the limited one games edition of it, and it comes in this little cover thing. just like the other game. And yeah, I really wanted to have this version. I've also got the standard edition of the game, which is the one I'll probably open and play. And this one I've got in a little case. I need to put more of my games in cases, I just don't have enough of them. And the limited edition one wouldn't fit in this, so that's why that one isn't in here compared to this. But yeah. Little Big Planet 3. Little Big Planet 3 Extras Edition. I'm not sure if this game requires the other one, or if this has the full game plus the extras on it. So if any of you know, please let me know. I haven't tried them out. Little Nightmares. This is the standard edition that I bought because I also have the 6th edition that I pre-ordered at EB Games, and I was so happy that I was able to get this from them. A lot of people nowadays tell me that they really hate the fact they missed out on this. It's a really cool little collector's edition or limited edition, whatever you want to call it, box with a figurine inside. And because I didn't want to open it, I bought the standard edition of the game so I can play that when I do get to it. Lock's Quest. Another game I just had to have in the library. It looked pretty cool. It's another sort of RPG-like game. So yeah. Lords of the Fallen. I have to say that the PS4 has really become my favourite console. The PS2 used to be my favourite console. But ever since the PS4 has come out and the amount of games that I'm buying on the PS4, it's really just taken its place. I'm not one of those PlayStation fanboys. I went from PS1 to PS2, then I preferred the Xbox 360, and in this generation I prefer the PS4. And the reason for that is just all the different games that they're bringing out on the PS4. It's really bringing it to gamers, whether you're RPG gamer, whether you're a first-person shooter gamer, or whether you just like indie games or other niche games. You know, the PS4 is really bringing it. I think Xbox has really let the player base down with the type of games that they've released. At least they're exclusives, but that doesn't mean to say that the Xbox One is a bad console. Because you know, I've got an Xbox One as well, and I'll play Assassin's Creed Origins on it. I'll play Forza Motorsport and Forza Horizon. One of the reasons why I bought the console, and also State of Decay 2. And the original, another reason why I bought the console. But apart from that, for me, and for what I like to play, it doesn't really have much else. Anything else it has, I can get on the PS4. So I prefer expanding my PS4 library and collecting more on that side, because the Xbox One just doesn't have enough for my tastes. Mass Effect Andromeda. And I do prefer the Xbox controller over the PlayStation controller as well. It's a lot more comfortable, but oh well, you know, that's the pros and cons of every system that you buy. Mecha Tales. And this is another limited 1 games edition. Mega Dimension Neptunia. Metro Redux, which has Metro 2033 Redux and Metro Last Light Redux. I'm not a big fan of FPS games, but I really love these games. For someone who doesn't like FPS games to enjoy an FPS game, you know, it says a lot for how good the game is. And if you haven't played these before, get them, play them. I'm really looking forward to Metro Exodus. So that's the back. So yeah, Metro Exodus looks amazing. Can't wait to play that one. Minecraft, PlayStation 4 edition. No, I don't play Minecraft. I mean, come on, seriously. But, yeah, I needed to have it in the collection. Mitsurugi Kamui Hikei. This is, I believe, a fighting game, I believe. Or this is from Limited 1 Games. It's one of those obscure ones. I haven't played it yet. I don't know much about it, so forgive me if I'm completely wrong with what the type of genre this game is. But yeah, just another one in my collection. Monster Hunter World. Played a little bit of this, probably the first half an hour. Haven't gone further into it because I want to finish some of the other games before I get back into this. But yeah, awesome game. Love the graphics in this game, the sceneries. So yeah, definitely one that I can't wait to get back into. And another steelbook that doesn't put the name of the game. Can you guess what it is? Mortal Kombat X. So this is the first release of Mortal Kombat X that came, the collector's edition that came in the big box and the Scorpion statue. And yeah, so pay that much money and you can't even get a title on the spine. And yes, I know I complain about the spine titles, but it just makes it easier to find your games when you have them. NBA 2017 or 2K17. I like having sports games so I can have a different pace every now and then. And for me, the last NBA games that I enjoyed were NBA Jam on the Super Nintendo. I've not liked any of them since then. This is probably the worst NBA game I've ever played. I don't get this game. I don't get the menus in this game. This is, for me, an abomination to basketball games. I'm actually afraid to buy any of the new basketball games, NBA 2K18. And I don't even want to buy the previous ones to this to have them in my library because it will just be giving them more money. Unless I can find it for $2 in a second-hand shop or something, I probably will never get them. They're probably the ones that I'll never have in my library just because I don't want them to get more of my money for this piece of you know what. And yes, I know I'm being harsh, but that's just my taste. You may love the game, and hey, good on ya. You might get it more than I do, but for me, it's the worst NBA game. I don't like it at all. Anyway, on to this one, Need for Speed. Being a fan of the Need for Speed games for a while, since the PS1 games, the original that came out. I loved it, and I loved the full motion video cinematics they had of the cars back then in the PS1 version. Need for Speed Rivals. I actually like this game. I actually think this is a really good game. I enjoy both sides of the gameplay, from the playing as the police or playing as the street racers. It's a really cool game. I'm more into simulation games on the PC, but I like R Factor 2. But this is a pretty good game. I like the arcade games every now and then. Next, Machina, which is another limited run games edition. Night Trap, another limited run games edition of this. I got the collector's edition of this as well, which was in my older video. I won't show it now because I just too big to actually put it in frame. Knights of Azure, another anime game that I had to have. Knights of Azure 2. And now that I just saw it, because I didn't see it earlier, there's Kingdom Come Deliverance. This was in alphabetical order, but I just forgot to actually pick it up from the shelf. So yeah, that's another one. I haven't opened it yet. I haven't played the game yet. I do need to open it and try it out. Yeah, just one of those things. When you have that many games, you're spoiled for choice and you don't know what to play first. And I don't get a lot of time to play either. When I do play, it's usually with my wife and son. We play MMOs, so I don't get a lot of time to put into the consoles. But I hope that changes soon. Nitro Blasters, Infinite Heroine Duel, I think that is. No, Heroine's Infinite Duel. There we go. Not bad game. I've played a little bit of it, not much. No Man's Sky. Yeah, I know, everybody was complaining about this game when it came out. I didn't care. I still played the hell out of this game, and it's gone a lot better as time has progressed. It's actually really, really good now. I play it more on the PC than on the PS4 though. But it is one of those games that after a certain amount of time, you will start getting bored with doing the same thing over and over again. Numantia, which is one that I got from overseas. I saw someone post this and a few other games that were exclusives to a specific country, and I was able to find this on eBay at a decent price, so I got it. According to the reviews, it's a really bad game, but I didn't buy it to play it. At least I bought it just to have it in the collection. So yeah. Probably the next one that I'm going to show right now is my favourite physical copy of all the games I have. This was the one I was most excited for. I have pre-ordered, the limited run games edition for the Switch. This is the limited run games edition for the PS4, and it is Oceanhorn. And let me put that back up there. Oceanhorn, one of my favourite games. I really enjoy this game a lot. I like that Zelda-esque style of gameplay, and if you don't have this, it is available digitally. I don't support digital games on console, so get it on the PC, get it on Steam. If you do get it on the console, well, yeah, just throw your money out the window. But yeah, if you're one of those people that just prefers digital games, that's fine. This is a game that you should try out. It's an awesome game, and yeah, I'm really happy to have the physical of this. This sold out in 28 seconds, I think it was. Night Trap sold out in 18 seconds, and this one sold out in like 28 or 27 seconds from being listed on the Limited Ones Games website. So yeah, awesome game. Odin Sphere, another awesome game that everybody always recommends on any platform, wherever you can get it on. This is a game that you must have if you love RPG games. Amiga Quintet, found this at EB Games, another one of those that I got cheap. Anime game, so had to have it. One Piece Pirate Warriors 3. Haven't played it, but I hear good things about it. One Way Heroics, which is another Unlimited One Games release. The Order 1886. I haven't played this yet. I mean, it's been out for so long and I still haven't actually gone into it and played it. I've seen videos of it, it looks amazing. Everybody talks highly of this game, but I just haven't had time to play it. Outcast Second Contact. I actually have this, I believe I have this on PC. I think. Have I got on PC? No, actually I don't. I watched this on YouTube. But I know I've played it somewhere. But I haven't played the PS4 version yet. Of course, Persona 5. Now, I'm probably going to get a lot of haters for this, but no, I don't hate the game, but I just don't see what everybody goes on about with this game. It's okay for an RPG. It's not my style of an RPG. The storyline's okay. I've gone about a quarter of the way through the game. I still have a long way to go, but I just got pretty dissatisfied with it, and I haven't played it since. Pharaonic. I saw this game being played by Spraggercat on YouTube, and I thought it was a really cool game, so I wanted to get the PS4 version. Rabbids Invasion. I got this for $2 at a second-hand store, so the disc was in awesome condition, excellent condition, so I just bought it to have it in the collection. It's not a game I will play, but yeah. Rabbi Ribby. I'm waiting for the Limited One Games version of this game, but for now I do have the UK version, I believe this is. Yeah. Ratchet and Clank. Of course, Ratchet and Clank goes without saying. It's an amazing game, an amazing series from the PS2 days. So, yeah, I'm looking forward, hoping that they remaster the original Ratchet and Clank games as well. Revenant Saga. So another Limited One Games release. RPG, so of course I had to have it. So Reason 3, Titan Lords. This is a pretty pricey physical copy if you want to get the English version. I found a decently priced one, which is the German version, but it has English as the languages that it supports, so I do hope to get an American version of it at some point, so I can have the English back cover, because I didn't realise that the back cover of this one would be in German. When they advertised it on eBay, they advertised it as the English version. So yeah, I've still kept it, but I do want to get the English one at some point. Just so I can have the back cover in English. Risk of Rain, another limited run games. I don't know why this is. I think at the time when I bought this, when it came, I had a few of these and I put it in there, but I should put another better game in this case. Risk of Rain isn't that big of a mention of a game to have it in one of these protective cases. River City Melee. I also have the limited edition of that, which I showed in my other video earlier in the year. Romance of the Three Kingdoms, 13. I haven't played this one yet. I've played some of the older ones and they're okay. But I do want to try this one out and see what the differences are. Root Letter. Another one I got pretty cheap from overseas, so yeah, just had to have it. Saints Row. Secret of Mana, because why not? I never played the Super Nintendo version, so I wanted to get this one, which is good because I won't be biased towards it in regards to what the differences are between the two, so I can come into this as a new player and actually enjoy it for what it is rather than for what it isn't. The Sega Mega Drive Classics Collection, and the reason why I bought this one is because it has Phantasy Star 2, 3 and 4, so it's pretty much the only way I can play Phantasy Star, the classics, on a modern TV. The only thing that I don't like with this one, which the PS2 and PS3 version have, is in the PS2 and PS3 version you can unlock the original Phantasy Star game by playing Sonic the Hedgehog 2-player mode and defeating the first level boss. If you do that in the PS3 or the PS2 version, you unlock Phantasy Star, the original game, the first game. In this one, they've taken that out. So you've still got your extras menu where you can unlock other games, but they've removed the original Phantasy Star game, and I think that was really piss poor that they did that. Especially since that's the only reason I bought this. I do hope that Sega will remaster the Phantasy Star series at some point. Senran Kagura Estival Versus. Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash. I'm actually annoyed with this series too, because Senran Kagura Shinobi Versus is only on handheld. They didn't release it on PS4, so that's a bit annoying. Shadow of Mordor. I haven't bought Shadow of War yet because I'm just waiting for the price for it to go down. It's a good game, but it's not one of those games I pay a high price for, so yeah, once it goes in the bargain bin, I'll get it. Shadow of the Beast, I got this from PlayAsia, and this is an Asian title. Supposedly it's not that great, but I wanted to have it because it's one of those obscure games that you won't find in the West. Shopkeep. I bought this during the EB sale about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was only $4. So, yeah, awesome price. Sims 4. I am a fan of the Sims games. This one is alright, but I prefer it on the PC. And the only reason I don't play it on the PC is because you have to have that god-awful Origin installed. You know, I prefer all my games library on Steam when it comes to PC. I hate how companies are making their own softwares. I don't want to have 10 different softwares for my games. I wish that they would also release versions that you can just run off Steam. I also don't like when they sell a game on Steam and then force you to install the Uplay or the Origin software to play it. You know, piss those games off. If they don't run off Steam, they shouldn't be on there. You know, EA can fuck off with their Origin bullshit software. And if you love Origin software, that's fine. You can love it, you can play on it, you can do whatever you want with it. You want to hate me because I don't like it, you know where you can go. Because honestly, Steam is the perfect platform for PC games. They've safeguarded your library. And you've got all these companies like Origin, Uplay and GOG and all this crap that come out and try and get you on their platform for 1 or 2 games which could be released somewhere else. You know, this is the PC market. It's one market. You should be in one place. You know, but yeah, I don't like EA for that, and I'm not a big fan of EA for what they do in their games as well. So yeah, rant over. Slain, Back from Hell. Anyway, I'm pretty hard on certain platforms and on certain companies because of the way they deal with their fans and the way they deal with the release of their games. But that's just me. You know, everybody has their opinions, and you're entitled to have your opinion and to like something that I don't, and so on and so forth. Just as I have the right to not like something that you like. But yeah, I just say my piece and the way I feel. Don't take it personal. It's just, you know, how I feel about the different platforms and what I talk about. Anyway, next game is Song of Memories, which is this is a visual novel game. Definitely had to have this, and on this one I got the premium edition, which is this one here. And you got the back of it, and when you open it up, if I can open it up here, let me just get it out. So you got your little, once it opens, a little booklet, your soundtrack, and the booklet has different, sorry guys, I don't have the, let me open this like that. It's got different information about the game and how it was made and who the cast were for the characters' voices and a bit about them and that sort of thing. So yeah, awesome little limited edition or premium edition box that it comes in. Let me just put this back there. Song of the Deep, another game that I got a couple of weeks ago in that EB game sale for $4. I was pretty lucky to find these in that EB sale because I got them all online on their website, all brand new. The pre-owned versions were a lot more expensive. They were only $4 each. 2 of the games were $9. And if you go to their sale now, these are all a lot more expensive, and most of them you can only find them in store. So I was really lucky to actually see that when it was going on and take advantage of it, because I got 10 games for $50, which is really awesome. It was the with the shipping. So this one's Star Ocean, Integrity and Faithlessness. Stardew Valley. Awesome game. You know, if you haven't played this game and you don't know about it, this is sort of like Harvest Moon and Rune Factory in one game. Awesome, fantastic game. The guy who built this, who was our one-man team, and if you can call it a team, it's one man. But yeah, he did all this game. It took him many years, and yeah, it's amazing how well received this game was and how popular it was. I actually bought 2 copies of this game, one to have sealed and one to have to play, and also just to support the developer, being one guy. But yeah, definitely get that if you haven't already. Steins Gate Zero. Strafe. This was actually sold on the Limited One website exclusively, but it wasn't part of the Limited One games. It was done by another company. Special Reserve Games, that's the one. And yeah, so, and it doesn't have a number on which copy that you got, so yeah. Super Dungeon Bros, another game I got for $4. So yeah, pretty cheap games. Finding the bargain bins out here. Super Hydora. So there's another Limited One game that was released recently. Yeah, really happy to get this one as well. I also have the limited edition version of this game. So Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. I'm a big fan of the anime series, and I'm also a big fan of the games, so I do own all of them at the moment, including Hollow Fragment. I have that digital on PS4 on the PSN, and I also have the PS Vita version of that, the physical one. Sword Art Online Hollow Realization. Sword Art Online Lost Song. Siberia 3. Haven't played this one yet, but I saw some YouTube videos on it and it looks pretty interesting. So I didn't watch anymore. I do want to play this. Another game I'd love to see on the PS4 is The Long Dark. I can't wait to see that game be made by someone on PS4. Tales from the Borderlands. Haven't played it yet. As I said earlier, I haven't played any of the Telltale Games series games yet. Tales of Berseria. And yes, I know this is the second game in the series, but I do keep my games in alphabetic order, not chronological order, and this is how I like it. So that's why Tales of Berseria is the next one. Torment, Tides of Numenera. Haven't played this one yet. Tuhu Genserondo, Bullet Ballet. These next games are some of my favourite games. Takiden Kiwami, if you haven't played this game, awesome game to play. Open world action adventure, similar to God of War but more open world like in the gameplay style. The old God of War games, but yeah, awesome adventure action games. I think with that one you can get a demo version that you can play on the PlayStation Store, and then when you buy it you can transfer your character to the full game. Takiden 2, haven't played this one yet because I still have to finish the first one. The Town of Light. Trials Fusion. The new Trials games that they showed at E3 looks pretty good. I'm actually looking forward to that one. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. The Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom games are really good games, really fun games, and I like the graphics in them, so that's why I bought this one. Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection. I've never played any of the Uncharted games, so yeah, I wanted to have them so I can get into them at some point. Uncharted 4. Otaware Umanga, Mask of Deception, another anime game that I wanted to have in my collection. Otaware Umanga, Mask of Truth. Valkyria Chronicles, and this one comes in those little case things. Valkyria Revolution. Victor Vivang, I believe, Overkill Edition. I got this for $4 in the EB Games sale. Came sealed as well. The Walking Dead, the complete first season. I actually want to play this, so I wanted to get this one first before I play the whole thing, of course. I play them in order. I don't have any of the others yet, but I will buy them when their prices are reasonable. Which I think now they should be, I just haven't seen them in any of the stores. Warhammer, Vermintide. Watch Dogs, not a big fan. Watch Dogs 2. What Remains of Edith Finch, which was released by another company, I believe it was, yeah, I Am 8-Bit. So they're the ones who released it on their website. So yeah, happy to get this one as well. Windjammers. I didn't buy the collector's edition in this. I'm not really familiar with this game series, and at the time I didn't really care for having the collector's edition. I just wanted the standard. Wipeout Amiga Collection. I actually enjoy this game. I've got a friend who loves the original PS1 game, and he actually really enjoys this one as well. So, The Witch and the 100 Knight, the remastered edition. I haven't played this yet, but yeah, found this at EB Games, brand new, and it was the last one they had, so I bought it. The Witch and the 100 Knight 2. Since I've got the first one, I need to get the second. And if they make a third, I'll probably get that too. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I'm not a fan of the original or the second one. Well, actually, I never played the second one, to be honest. I wasn't a fan of the original, which kind of kept me away from playing or trying the second one. And I haven't played the third one either, but I do want to get into them because I've been told they are a lot better than the first one. Wonder Boy, The Dragon's Trap. This isn't the PlayAsia version, this is the limited one games version. It comes with the card. And I like how the cover looks similar to the one on, has the Sega Master System style background. Attention to detail. I like it when companies do that. This is the alternate cover version, because that's back when Limited One Games was doing alternate covers on everything. So yeah, I bought 2 copies, which guaranteed I will get one of each. World of Final Fantasy. Now, I'm actually surprised that this one is sealed. I know I've played the same game, but I can't remember if I played it at a friend's house or I was pretty sure I played it here, but my copy is sealed, so it couldn't have been this one unless it magically sealed itself again. I've only played like the first half hour of it, so I don't know much more than that, but it was pretty fun during that time. Worlds of Magic, Planar Conquest. World to the West, another Tedesco game. I had to get this one, it looked really cool. Oops. And yeah. There's still a couple Tedesco games that I'm missing that I need to get. Yeah, so I have been looking on their website. It's just a matter of so many games coming out, so much games that I want that are already out. You know, there's only so much my wallet can, my finances can support. So I get the primary ones that I want first. And so Worms Battlegrounds, the primary ones that I want, and then I slowly go back and get other ones. I typically keep a list of what I'm wanting to buy, so that way I don't forget. Yakuza 6. I actually want to buy Yakuza 0 and 2, I think it is. what was it? No, Yakuza Kiwami, and there's another one as well. And I'm looking forward to the remakes that they're doing as well. I'll definitely be buying those. I haven't played it yet. I'm probably going to wait and get them all and play them in order. I don't know if it matters. Please let me know in the comments if it does or if it doesn't. If it doesn't, I might play this one. If it does, I'll probably wait because I like playing the games in order. But yeah, really looking forward to playing this. Yomarari, Midnight Shows. Another one I got for $4 at EB Games. Don't know what it's about, but looking forward to trying it out at some point when I've got time. Yonder, the Cloud Catcher Chronicles. This is an awesome little game. I haven't finished it yet. I'm stuck on a quest that I just can't seem to complete. I need to probably restart the game and try it again. But yeah, it's a cool little game. Is 8, Lacrimosa of Dana. And this also comes with the soundtrack. And there's the back cover. And here we are. This Origin. This is the limited run games version of it. And I went and locked it now. Here's the Play Asia version, which I had pre-ordered before the Western version was announced. I wasn't sure if we will get it, so I ended up getting this one as well. And after an hour and 48 minutes, we've arrived to the last game, Ziggurat, another Sodesco game, which I haven't played yet. Looking forward to trying this one out as well. And yeah, that's all my PS4 games. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's 238 unique games or somewhere around there. I've still got a lot of games that I'm waiting on to come. There's a few from limited run games that have not been sent yet, others that have been sent that haven't arrived yet. I've got Horizon Chase Turbo, which I ordered from Brazil. It's a Brazil exclusive game, so you can't get it anywhere else. So I'm looking forward for that to arrive. I pre-ordered the Oceanhorn Switch Edition Unlimited Run games and the other Switch game. I've got games from Play Asia as well, and East Asia Soft X Drive, I believe it's called, that the one that just got shipped today, or X Morph, I believe it's called. I forget the name of it. I'm looking forward to Rainbow Sun and Moon. I've got those pre-ordered. I've also got a whole heap of other games pre-ordered as well. I know a lot of people don't like pre-ordering games, they just wait to get cheaper when they come out. For me, it doesn't really matter. Because I live out in the country, I try and support my local store as well. So it's good to support local. And out in the country, you'll find that we do that a lot more. But I do buy a lot online as well, so if I can get a better deal, I do. But if I want a game really badly, I will pre-order it. And yeah, and that's basically it. So those are my PS4 games. It is my favourite console at the moment. I'm loving all the games that they're releasing on it. There's still a lot of games that I need to buy on it. So yeah, I just need to find more time to play them all, which is, the age-old problem with collectors like myself who have this many games. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you saw some games that you may not have known of and might want to try out yourselves. Feel free to ask me any questions in the comments. Like the video. Thank you for joining me, and you have yourselves a good day. Bye for now.